Yes, good morning to you all. My first time in Pakistan and I'm blown away. Thank you so much for your hospitality. I'm curious, we haven't met before. Who of you is using a computer or tablet or smartphone to do your work for more than 4 hours on an average day? Yeah. So we call them screen workers. We used to call them knowledge workers, but nowadays we call those people screen workers. A lot of people are using a screen to do their work on a single day. Next question. Who of you is actually being paid to think about complex stuff and things? So who gets paid to think? Perfect. That's my ideal audience, so thank you so much. Who of you is using a computer, is checking their email for more than twice a day? Okay, and who is in a job where that is absolutely necessary to do? It's always less people. That's interesting. I think we should get rid of email and documents, but I will elaborate on that later on. So, who of you has great ideas during a walk or while you're under a shower, after a good night of sleep? Last time I checked, work now we perceive as being in a building, being in an office, operate on a computer, being on a phone, maybe pretending that you're reading something, but the real work is done at the moment when you're actually not working, because this is the moment that you solve complex issues. Grass doesn't grow faster if you pull it. You have to let it wait. So I've been thinking about the network and information age for 15 years. The world is moving so fast nowadays that the man who says it can't be done is generally interrupted by someone doing it. And we hear a lot about talks about technology and about serendipity, where he talks about singularity. And that's all true. Right now, there are over 40 technologies emerging and converging. Biotechnology, neurotechnology, nanotechnology, robotics, photonics, DNA sequencing, artificial intelligence, generative AI, predictive intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, open source, open data, big data, open hardware, the maker movement, social forums, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, a lot of them more. But actually, we shouldn't focus so much on the tech nowadays, because we forgot about the human dimension. Who of you has heard the word information overload before? Information overload, yeah. So the famous Mr. Clay Shirky said, information overload is not a problem. The real problem is filter failure. We need to learn how to filter. But if you want to learn how to filter information, we need information skills. A lot of companies and organizations are focusing on digital skills. But before you do that, please focus on your information skills before. And this is why I want to dive into those aspects of digital fitness. We forgot about the people. I heard comments in debates yesterday and also today that people are mentally overloaded. And that makes perfectly sense. Who of you is more keen and sharper at 9 o'clock in the morning than at 4 o'clock in the afternoon? Please raise your hands. Yes, thank you. Who of you is more sharp and keen in the afternoon than in the morning? This is very interesting. This is the main reason for traffic jams in your country. 20% of your highest cost people are working at a moment that they shouldn't be allowed to be at work. Actually, if you get 20% of all the people out of the traffic jams, there are no traffic jams anymore, because that's enough. So 20% of all the people is sharper and keener, and you pay them to think, so their mind should work, in the afternoon. So don't let them go to the office in the morning. Don't have meetings with them because their body is there, but their mind isn't. You're wasting a lot of human capital and human potential. It's hard to make a difference if you can't find your keys. And I've done a lot of research on those aspects. We heard about quiet quitting, people mentally phasing out of jobs. And where I come from, the Netherlands, we have like 4 or 5 million knowledge workers and screen workers. People are running away from companies. So it's very hard to find the right talents, but right now talent is moving away from big organizations because of 3 different reasons. The first one is managers. Peter Drucker, who coined the word knowledge work in the 50s, already said, don't manage knowledge workers. Let them do their thing. You have to manage the process, but not the people. You have to lead, to inspire, to engage, to help them, to slap them every now and then, not too often, and you get sued. But leave them be. The second biggest reason why talent is moving away from companies and organizations is meetings. Moments in space and time when you're physically there, but you shouldn't. It's a ritual. You cannot contribute. It's not a real conversation. So skip 4 out of 5 meetings, please. It's bad for your heart. They've done a lot of research. If you want to cause heart problems, get people into meetings. Because of the power dynamics. I don't know about how the culture in your country is, but if power dynamics is a thing in this country, get rid of meetings. And the third one is Microsoft. Microsoft is a fantastic company. I love them. But actually the software that everybody is using is based on the 70s office environment with typewriter replacements, because that is what documents are. And now it's 2023. And we're still using the computer as a modern typewriter. We should get rid of documents. They're artifacts that are based on the typewriter, not on information technology. I've been working on this research. Actually, I made a documentary about it in the Netherlands. I wrote a book about it. It will be published in the upcoming year. And the numbers are staggering. From my research, I found that an average knowledge worker is wasting annually, year over year, 240 hours on searching stuff that they should have already. So it's not about Googling. No, the stuff that you once acquired via email, in your files and folders, whatever, people are wasting 240 hours a year on this on average. Besides that, they're wasting 40 days annually for compensating stuff that they forgot about. And they have to redo and compensate again. That's 40 extra days. And not knowing how to operate a computer will cost you between the 40 and 400 hours annually extra. Who of you is using Microsoft Outlook and create folders in your email program to store and file your emails? Who's doing that? That's okay. And who is dragging the emails in those folders with a mouse? Yeah. The mouse is actually a rat. It's stealing and consuming your time and your attention. From our research, we figured out that people who are drawing emails with a mouse into a folder are wasting 62 hours a year. And everybody's complaining, we're busy, we don't have enough attention for things. But if you're wasting stuff that you could easily learn in 5 or 10 minutes, it will be a huge time saver. So, we know there's a connection between physical fitness and mental fitness. But there's also a connection between mental fitness and digital fitness. And everybody knows you won't get physical fit from reading a book on running or watching a sports game. You have to do something yourself. And that's the same with digital fitness. It's something that you should work on every day, only 5 minutes. You should do a little workout to get used to the tools that you're using for most of the day, as we just found out. I laugh playing with this stuff. But I hate computers. I'm a people person, I'm network people, not an idea guy. So my computer is a necessary tool, but not more than that. And preferably, I use it only half an hour a day, because I love to walk, I like to think, I like to talk, I like to read. But I want my information to be there in milliseconds. I don't want to find it in seconds on my mobile phone. So I want to reclaim my mental space. And why is that so important? We can only concentrate for 4.5 hours under ideal circumstances on a single day. And if you have notifications on, you have a lot of meetings, you do web calls, you have video calls with more than one person, you get mentally drained. So it's not good for your energy. It's the main reason why people don't like change. It's biochemical. Because change costs 8 times more brain energy than doing things on routine. So this is why we're guarding our own routines and get fed up with managers who are trying to run through it. So I just want to demo a few things that are easy and fun. Who of you is on LinkedIn? I think a lot of people here. Yeah. Who of you have been in a situation that you get invited on LinkedIn by someone you don't know, and they also don't have a message why they want to connect? Have you been there? Yeah. One of the occupational hazards of my job, being on stage, is that you get like 30 of them on a single day. So what do? Accept everybody? No way. Answering everybody? A lot of work. So I came up with a solution. It's called magic typing. The thing that I'm going to demo right now will save everybody in this room at least 30 to 40 hours a year. Please use half of that time for your relative and self-care, and the other half to learn a bit more. Who of you has an iPhone? Okay, they can profit immediately from this. For those people, get your iPhone out, go to the settings. Let's do that for the rest will be addressed as well, don't worry. Get your iPhone out, go to the settings, go to keyboard settings, and there's a button that nobody ever pushed. It's called text replacement. I prefer the term magic typing. Text replacement. With this option, you can do the following thing. I have a personal clicker called Kim. Kim, thank you so much. And this also works on a smartphone. So we call this magic typing. You can predict what kind of patterns there are in your communication behavior. And there's actually a lot of stuff that you need every now and then. I get people that invite me after I was on stage in Pakistan. Kim, next one. So, this is like I created it especially for you for this conference. Look at that. So if you invite me on LinkedIn after today, I have a solution for that. Next one, Kim, please. Yeah. Who of you gets long emails from other persons? Does that happen? If you do that to me, I will fix that in a second. Boom. There's actually a trick. I throw away the email after responding to it with this. So I can respond in a second, boom, boom, and they get this text. Then I walk out the room and I get a text or a WhatsApp message from somebody that I don't know. Most of them, there are people that send me a long email. And I have a solution for that. I call them. Hi, it's Martijn. You send me a long email. Yeah. What's it all about? Saves me time for reading. Okay, great. You have questions. I give an answer. If I don't know the answer, I say, I don't know the answer. And here comes it. And then I say, are you happy? Yes. Bye. Hang on. There's no proof. There's no proof. So if anything goes sideways or the reality changes, I can say, oh, sorry, you misunderstood me. It saves you a lot of hassle. Okay, next one. Yeah, if you want to send me a post package, I have to give my address. Look at that, boom. Ta-da! Milliseconds. Kim, next one. Oh yeah, I'm organizing a great event in Europe, the first personal knowledge conference, and I need to invite a lot of people on my phone, and I only have to push a few letters, like PKM, Kim. Boom. And I can do it even in Urdu. Ta-da! Magic hands. Okay, why am I showing this? I have 200 and more tips and tricks that are non-technical. You don't need to program. They're easy. This is the stuff that we've been missing to explain to people that we give a computer. We assume if you give people a computer, they know how to operate it. No, they know how to type. They don't know how to switch between programs with a keyboard instead of a mouse. Using a mouse costs you 8 times more time and energy than using a shortcut, a keyboard shortcut. And they're easy to learn, and we forgot about it. So it doesn't make any sense to invest a lot of time, energy, and money in digitization or digital transformation if you forget about the people that actually have to do the real work. And they never learned how to operate a computer in a proper way, and they're saving they're wasting 4 months a year at least and doing stuff that's really not necessary. So before you dive into AI or ChatGPT solutions, the problem with that is it will get you more information, but where to find it, where to store it, how to vet it, how to reuse it. We have a big lack of information skills and basic computer skills. So there's no digital transformation without digital fitness. I'm working with a German multinational insurance company, and they figured out, Kim, that they will save 50 million a year annually if all of their 4,500 employees are digital fit. So that's 50 million annually a year, only when it comes to time. I'm not talking about less cost on burnout, rehiring people, training for new skills, impact or innovation. So this is one of the missing aspects in every big company. We forgot about the basic use of computers and the impact that the lack of that has on our mental well-being. And that's not a good thing, I think. If you want to know more about it or about me, I have a QR code. Kim? Where you have it? Yeah, there's the QR code. And for all the people in the room that are from the media, I would love to talk about it so we can put it in the newspapers, the magazines, all the blogs, because we have to push it out there. Because if you want to solve the real problems of Pakistan, you have to be better at gathering all the pieces of puzzles, and you have to get better at puzzling. And if you figure out how to organize without organizations, and you figure out how to collect the information in a smart way, and to communicate in a smart way, all aspects of digital fitness, everything will be faster, better, but also better for the health of your people. And then you can think clearly again. Because the first thing that gets killed if you do busy work, like email all day and meetings, is your ability to figure out what's important and what's not important. So if your brain is busy, it doesn't know if you're doing important work or non-important work. And then you're busy with the wrong things. This is why young people at the moment worldwide have so much burnout. They're doing busy work, but not important work, and then they can't get good feedback on it because it was non-important work. And they're not aware of the fact that it's not important because they're too young. And then they they get out of the organization, get sick, and you have to replace them. Not a good idea. Okay, I can talk for 15 hours, but I have to stop for right now. Thank you so much for having me. Good luck with this knowledge and content. I'll be here the entire day. Thank you so much, and have fun with the rest of the meeting.